Alrighty, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Hello. Yes, I am Latiz. I hope that you are doing amazing, phenomenal, feeling vibrant, sexy, well, grounded, abundant, rooted, all of the good things. I did not. Let me do that. Okay, there we go. Oops, no. Okay, sorry. But anyways, my name is Latiz. Hope that you are doing amazing. I do readings on here, as well as you can book readings with me down below, as well as check out my podcast as well, where I talk about spirituality, my own self journey, a little bit more in depth, and all those good things, and dreams, deciphering, yada, good. But with that being said and done, we're going to go ahead and get started. These are going to be for the final 6 signs, part 2. And so just check the timestamps out below, and we'll go from there, okay? So we're going to start with Virgo. Let's go ahead and get started with Virgo. Alrighty, let's see what Spirit has for you, Virgo. Let's get into this. My little boo-boo sleep. Animals can be significant. I'm hearing that already. Like, I've been looking at rookies, but if they're saying animals are very significant for you around this time, you could be drawn to a lot of animals, or animals are drawn to you, or you're wanting to get an animal, or you got an animal, or you recently lost an animal. I'm so sorry. But something around animals. I'm also hearing animalistic instincts, second nature, divinely in tuned. A lot of channel messages coming in currently. So a lot of divine connection, almost like this primordial energy, which is also like this animal energy, where it's like, I don't need to be told when to do things. My body just knows. So I feel like, ooh, okay, the gag is me. I feel like she's also Virgo. I feel like you're pulling into this energy. Yeah. Of being more into your second nature of things and not questioning yourself, not doubting it. It's like you're really like putting your best foot forward and betting on yourself. You're like, oh, I like this version of Virgo. You're tapping into what it means to be the maiden. You're tapping into the feminine energy of recognizing I'm not the crone, but I'm also not the fool. I'm in between. I'm in this energy of I know what not to do and why not to do it, but I'm also not quite there in the leading of the wisdom that I have. Because right now you're in this maiden phase of experiencing life, developing life, going off what you do and don't know, wanting to explore, and just really allowing yourself to almost frolic in the field. And not in a way, it's like I'm putting it out there and I don't care anymore. I'm not waiting on something else anymore to allow me to show my prowess and achievement for a lot of things. What did I say about channel messages? We got communication coming in. Is that a ringing in my ears, a spirit in my eye? Yeah. If anybody has animals, again, animals coming up when you're at it. Like yesterday, Ruhi was on my bed, and I have a window in my room. And he was staring out of it. But I'm like, okay, somebody else there? Like, what the fuck? Somebody else on my window? But nobody's there, but then he's following it, going. I'm like, okay, what's going on? He just stared at the wall. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. And his eyes is like, you know how cats' eyes get big because they're ready to pounce? That's how his eyes was, in that kind of like predator mode, and like I'm about to attack mode. What the fuck is going on? So obviously, me being me, I just spoke a few words, and it's gone. And he laid down and he got comfortable, because maybe that's the power of the tongue. But I feel like it's going to come in the way of that energy where you're noticing something, you're sensing something, and you're able to now cast it out. Whether that's feelings of doubt, whether there's feelings of depression, whether there's feelings of secondhand embarrassment from other people about you. Yeah. So with this communication coming in, it's going to be divinely guided, but it's also going to be your own voice ring a whole lot louder now, and not in a way that is self-deprecating. We have your community is your center for viable resources. Tap into that fire, pull into the sun energy, release, push your passion, focus, shine your light, be bold, burn old ways, be confident, be a little bit more extroverted and outgoing. Put yourself out there. I'm hearing you're gonna have to get comfortable with rejection unless you wanna. You might actually align with the reading I just did, creating your own yes, creating your own yes. Because I feel like that's why you also hold yourself back, because you're like, I don't wanna. So yeah, taking that in is definitely significant. We have brush your teeth and wash your ass. This is just a sense, like I said, removing that depression. And I did make that when I was depressed and I didn't want to move. So maybe I've been there and I understand. I chase and you love. Like I said, dear, an animal could have died or you feel like your animal spirit has died in that energy. But brush your teeth and wash your ass. You have been in this mode of feeling like you can't be seen. That's why it's right under your community and your research. You're in, thank you, Spirit, in this mode where you feel like you can't be seen or heard, you won't be taken seriously or well, or it won't be consumed well. So it is like, brush your teeth, wash your ass in a way of being like, get back up, tap energy to do it to clean yourself up, because you also got time to recharge and clean house. Feng Shui. You have way too many things holding on to you. And it's like plaque on your teeth, but it's plaque on your body, plaque in your environment. It can be you still following certain pages people that rejected, like, look at them, that could have been me. It's like, no, 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 no. Create it. It is you. Or it's like, no, I don't know if anybody would really fuck with this. I don't know. I mean, it's a little weird. It's a little out there. Do it. It is time to do it. It is time to set it up. Because when you don't put yourself out there, people can smell you. And it sounds crazy, but it's like a spiritual stench that people can smell, that people can feel. It's an auric energy, and Spirit is like, clean that up. Heed our call. Burn out that energy. Cleanse yourself. We have beat Applejack, reign in the truth, speak up always. You have been hindering. You've been in hermit mode a little bit too long, honey. A little bit too long. And like the hermit card that I have on my deck where it's a dead fish in there, it's like your energy is becoming like a dead fish. It's starting to smell. Because you're not putting, and it ain't gotta be like, oh, time to put on stuff on social media. No, it can just be going outside with her, talking with your neighbors, going to events. It can be setting up those calls. It can be you reaching out to people. It can be not denying people, just to deny people. Whoever that's for. You get what I'm saying? So recognize what you are worthy of and reign in that truth. Speak up always about that. Live that always. We have think with positive intentions and place hope and faith behind your actions. Your spirit is telling you to move. And I'm telling you now, with your energy, just to be honest as is. Yeah. Seriously, take that card from the bottom and the top. Take that card from the bottom and the top. Well, yeah, don't take anything personal. Let it go and breathe. Like I said, if you have been around things that like, oh, that could have been me, that should have been me, or I don't know if that'll be received. No. Don't take anything personal. And I know it can be like, I'm always some sense about my shit. Once it is out there, people consume art in so many different ways. People can look at a tree. It's like that Jennifer Lewis when she was like, that nigga didn't even enjoy the tree. I have to dump him then. People are, if they are not, you feel like they're not on your same vibration and energy, you ain't gotta keep them. But if you do, it starts to smell. I don't know, that keeps coming up. It could be something with scent. It could be wanting to create a perfume. I don't know. Something with the smell. They keep bringing it up. But you have to move. But this is hilarious because you have the bullshit you've been giving me. I blocked that. No wonder you've been feeling backed up. And I feel like that's for you because you've been giving yourself bullshit. Because that's right on top of the truth and let it go. You have not been letting it go. You have to release. You have to clean home. You have to put yourself out there. You gotta stop hiding everything about yourself because of how people may or may not look at you. Because right now people are looking at you not even for the reasons that anybody want to be looked at. You get what I'm saying? You got what I'm saying? Ashe. I love you. Love yourselves more. And until next time, my babies. All right, hello, my Libras. I hope that you are doing amazing. Admittedly, I wanted to, somebody's getting into theater. or wanting to act more, or like speech class, something with projecting. And not like projecting in that way, but like projecting. You know how if you are in a theater, they say project your voice, but not in a way that's screaming, in a way that is more loud, that is more from the center of your core versus screaming. You get what I'm saying? So you're projecting more in a way of pushing into your solar plexus, that is allowing your voice to come in a way that is projecting, not yelling, not being brash or harsh. It's coming in a way that is a lot more balanced, because I feel like you're going to be in spaces. Like I said, it could be acting, a lot with acting, because I was doing stretching your mouth, making sure that you can do what you need to do. Opera, a lot with theater, could be going to the theater more. Yeah, a lot with theater. Something with that. Let's see what spirit is going on. A lot. I'm here. Yeah, my life was a motherfucking movie, a movie. Yeah, so I feel like they're getting a little bit more into balance. What you got for our Libras here, spirit? All in your head. Write, speak, draw it out. Release fear, confusion, and doubt. I feel like you're one of those people where once you would be one of those, like, I was just writing and then I just decided to, film my thoughts, and now here we are on the red carpet. Like, it's kind of like you gotta give that energy, of being able to take that in. And so, and so with that, taking that in, you're recognizing that when you are able to make those moves, make those modes, and hold on to that, it allows for a whole lot more. You don't have to hold on to it. So it's not in your head. Getting a lot in your head, so you're getting out of it. Ooh, that's not how we fall on the floor. Excuses only satisfy the people making them. You're quite stagnant. Yeah, so get out of your head. I feel like I said, once you get in that mood, in that mode of releasing a lot of things, pulling into that solar plexus of knowing what you offer, knowing your vows. A lot to do with your fucking mouth. Sorry. No, hey, I feel like giving readings to people the way I give readings to myself. Because baby, I shake. But in that sense of spirit is going to put you on a stage. That's how I've seen a lot of theater, but a lot of theater is very significant. Spirit is going to put you on the stage, but like I said, you're going to have to project. And it's going to put you in the forefront of your life, because I feel like you have been playing this back character, this side character, this disposable character. Oh shit. In this energy, but you have been making excuses for why you have been in this energy, for why you have been in this mode, and that's why you're stagnant. And so spirit is putting you on, I'm hearing, thank you. I'm seeing a stage, and it's like it has this spinning thing, and you're just spinning around on it. You're standing there. And each time you're facing the front, you start going quiet. But when your back is turned, it's like people can hear your voice. And it's like, that's not how it's supposed to be. And I feel like for some of you, that is a sign somebody has been taking credit for your work, for your energy. And you have been in your head about it. A lot with you got to start speaking it out. You got to start getting it out. And I feel like you have not been allowing yourself to have that. Ooh, excuse me. I am that I am, time to reflect and hermit. I feel like that's where you are. That's what you're telling yourself. Spirit is like, you don't need to do that. You're not supposed to be doing that. And that's keeping you stagnant, because somebody else is taking your reputation. Somebody else is taking your name. Somebody else is taking your energy. Let me rephrase that. Not your energy. Thank you. They're trying to. And so that's why spirit is like, get out, because it's like, it's not just you in there. You have to project out. There's no reason to be afraid of anything that isn't going to kill you. Act now. You have to speak. Something that you have been holding and biting your tongue on, you have to speak. You have been playing the back fiddle too long. And it doesn't even have to be like confronting somebody to start. It could just be like, you know what? I'm going to do this now. I'm going to set this up now. I'm going to try out for the, it's really like, stop making excuses for yourself and for other people. Because there's nothing to be afraid of. And it's not going to kill you. And baby, something can happen with your house and it crumbled down in the fall and shit. You was at home the whole time. Anything can kill you. We have I'm powerful right now and always, always. And so Spirit wants you to tap back into that. That's why I say you're not supposed to be in hermit mode right now. You're supposed to be in the sun energy. Supposed to be in the star energy. Supposed to be in the temperance energy. Supposed to be in the justice energy. Supposed to be in the world energy. A lot of major arcana coming out here because they're saying your pillar moments of your life, of how you're making it up. Stop making excuses. Tap into that solar plexus and live in that vitality. Live in that energy of knowing your true purpose and worth and not accepting anything less than that. Ashe, ashe. With that being said and done, recognize your power. Recognize yourself. No longer praying meek or small. You need to be fucking demure. It's not to be a badass bitch. Okay? I love you. Until next time, my darlings. Hello, my Scorpios. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. Because I was kind of getting their energy and their name and essence kind of pull it up in your reading. So that could be significant for some. Doesn't have to be significant for all. And or you can have Virgo or Libra in your chart. So take that as it resonates. As it resonates, take it. Ashe. But we're going to go ahead and get into your energy and reading first. Just fuck with me. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and see what Spirit has for you. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into this for our Scorpios. Thank you, Spirit. I'm hearing I want to tap more into my feminine energy. I want to tap more into just allowing life to flow to me instead of me trying to force it, demand it. I'm hearing or overanalyze it, that it turns into a interrogation. And so you just really want to, because feminine energy is about intuition. That's trust energy. When you know your intuition is right and it ain't gonna steer you wrong, that's feminine energy. That's that gut energy. That's that tapping in and I know the unknown and then seeing and unseen and heard the unheard and done the undone. And so you really want to step into that. And I feel like that's why you're pulling into the Virgo and the Libra energy, this feminine energy, this divine energy, this mating, understanding energy. Yeah, we have time to get your protection up. And people don't feel like feminine energy is protection. Isn't that crazy? They feel like only masculine energy is that. Honey, 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 honey. Okay? Time to get your protection up in a way that is divinely feminine. Yes, I'm seeing and no matter if you're man, woman, non-binary, trans, it does not matter, baby. I'm queer. It's a queer channel, baby. We're all queer. Okay? Ashe, if you're not, you are. So fucking funny. Anyway. But it's this energy where it's like, I'm seeing that, what is a man doing here? Why would a man be here? It's that energy, or if you see those videos where it's always a woman coming to protect another woman or just somebody, period, or stepping in, it's this energy of recognizing if the place is not safe, if the place is not stable, comfortable, if it is not in a place that is resounding of those things, it is no longer a place that I can be in or should be in. And I'm going to make sure that it's like not inviting everyone over to your home. So with this getting your protection up, it's not going to look like the usual way of getting your protection up. I'm seeing those things that's going around on Twitter where it's like women are, doing things such as beating the hell out of men and treating abusers and whatnot. It's like things that make you more feminine and elegant, more divine, because it's the truth. I'm seeing a baby, somebody could be pregnant, where it's like your body creates the actual placenta, the fetus, to protect the child. It's that energy. It's that realization. It's that understanding that it's something with your protection, really getting and realizing it doesn't have to be in a way. Because sometimes card fell on the floor and it's fire energy if I'm peeping it right. Yeah, because it's the only one that's in blue. Alright. I'm just gonna stand up now. I feel good. So it's tapping into that fire energy. Pull into the sun energy, releasing, pulling into your passion, focus, shine your light, be bold, and burn old ways. You have to step into that. It's almost sun energy. It's Queen of Wands energy. This I walking with the aura that commands respect. It's like a cat. Cats are feminine energy, but they also got claws. Something with this protection. So let's pull into that spirit for them before we, because these ain't gonna be long. So what's going on with this protection? Because this fire energy also, I'm seeing like a ring of fire around you. What's going on with that? A lot to do with fire. Because we have I ignite the fire of passion with the breath of renewed life. A lot to do with fire for you, Scorpio. A rebirth. Yeah, you are tapping more into your feminine light, your feminine energy of this rebirth, of this depth that you have. It says time to get more strides. You're a little dry. I'm seeing that episode off the Magic School Bus where they were getting close to the sun. Exactly. Where they were getting close to the sun, but they had to put on like these protective shields, and then the bus had to get on this protective shield. And I feel like, again, with fucking protection. Fuck. But it's this your new skin is gonna, I always like to say, when you're going through a fire and it's your new rebirth, your skin is very raw. And so also with getting your protection, that was having people around that will speak your boundaries for you. That does speak highly of your name and your energy. It's allowing yourself protection. It's surrounding yourself with people that you don't always have to have a shield up around. You don't need the full suit of armor on. You know what I'm saying? You can chill. Because you are not around somebody that will hurt or harm you, or will allow people around you that will hurt or harm you. So that divine feminine, a lot with intuition, tapping into the intuition and allowing it to lead you, that solar plexus sacral energy. Yeah. Tapping into that. Final messages are: you are being watched over by your ancestors and protected, and always know that you are guided. Yeah, like I said, this protection. And protection comes, like I said, it's that trust energy. Trust that your ancestors got you. Trust when something is not going through, something is delayed, something does go through, don't question it. Okay? We have I release your negativity, take back your power. Okay? You got to recognize your power to take it back. No? They don't care about you. They don't ever care about you. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's just trauma. Working on it. But they, I wrote these cards. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Something is funny. Y'all trying to laugh this shit off? Because now I'm laughing a little bit too much. Typically I can gather it. But this card ain't that fucking funny. You around somebody that is making you stifle your flower. Oh, your power, and making you feel like you have to be protected in a way where you shouldn't have to protect yourself in that way. But they don't love or care about you when they're showing you. You have to release them. Be watchful of the Pinocchios. You watch for the Pinocchios. They're still a puppet. They just ain't got no strings. Yeah, and that's right over here with the ancestors. They got you. If you don't know who they are, the ancestors do. We have the final one, sacral chakra energy. Be a sexual being and push the bounds of the layman's term. That's feminine energy, divine water energy, going with the flow energy, intuitional energy, guidance energy. Yeah, not close to being done, more work to do. So, and that's right on top of the release of negativity, taking back your power. They don't love you. Yeah, it's time to get your protection up, tap into your feminine energy. Because protection is removal of people. Protection is boundaries. Protection is saying yes to things that are yours. Protection is allowing things to flow. And that's also feminine energy. You're not having to do too much. Ashe. So, Scorpio, that has been for you, my baby, my darling, my love, my honey, my pictures of oats. Okay. Love you. Love yourself some more. Sandwich. Ashe. What the fuck? Until next time. Hi, Sag. You're little eager beavers. Because I was over here, I didn't even press play on y'all shit yet after I paused it for Scorpio to clear out the energy. And I'm over here like, all right, what you got for stash? Like, bitch, hold your horses, literally. We are also in the year of the horse when I'm recording this. But hold your horses. Slow down. Slow down. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you definitely want to slow down. You just went through something. Oh my God. Y'all play too much sometimes, Sagittarius, because I'm hearing something that rocked your world, and I hear, rock your body. Like, well, why are you playing so much? Why are you playing so much? But you are currently, you did possibly go through like a heartbreak or like a disappointment, and you're trying to do the whole optimism, silver lining, Sag thing, where it's like, yeah, but also Sages are the cross sign of, what is it, Gemini? Am I right? I think I'm right. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Of Gemini, which is about collaboration, hilariously community. You got the community card coming together, allowing your voice to be heard and recognized. So with you being the sister side of that, and that can be sleepy, you have Gemini or could have been dealing with the Gemini. You also have this inquisitive energy to want to know why, to want to understand why. That's why you like, okay, what's to the next thing? Because you're about experiences, knowledge, that growth. That's why you're the arrow, but you can only spring one arrow at a time. But I feel like what you're doing right now is trying to, you're like, can I put 5 arrows on this bitch? And like, but it's to ignore what currently has struck you with an arrow, what has currently hit you. Oh my God, this is kind of corny, but cute. Y'all corny. Hello, Sagittarius. Oh my gosh, Ashe. But it's this energy where you are trying to be avoidant in a way that you're used to, laugh it off with humor, getting to a new relationship, crying alone. You're throwing yourself a pity party alone, like nobody's gonna come for me, so I might as well do this. So it's energy where you're trying to, I like it's not one way, but it's seeping out and it's showing you it's not in that way. Ashe. So let's get some final cards before I start telling you about these other cards. Oh, bitch, that card got bent up. What the hell? Let's see what that was. We're not taking all that. We're not taking all that. Oh wow, that card got bent up. Like I said, it's seeping into your life. It's seeping into your life. Okay. Okay. So the reason why I said that you in spirit is saying that you are hiding stuff is because we have the pain in one's heart can only be measured by the love one uses to fix it. Right? But that's coming right under, have you been feeding yourself? And this is, what have you been feeding yourself? Like I said, you've been feeding yourself the distractions. You've been lying, essentially. Since you're like, no, I'm good, but you really, like I said, sad and crying along, or cursing the word when you're alone, like when you're talking to yourself. It's like this type of energy where it's like, but what have you been really feeding yourself? Not what you have been telling other people or trying to convince yourself. What have you been really feeding yourself? Right? We also have quit your job, no more earthly restrictions. I feel like that's, I play too much. I feel like that you're like, you know, I just need another whirlwind adventure. I need to eat, pray, love it. I need to just, but it's like, I feel like you're using that as an excuse to not actually deal with it. You get what I'm saying? So with this quit your job, no more earth restrictions, it's like you don't need to quit your job, but you can use that PTO. Like do that. Like it's like giving a Knight of Wands energy. Don't be brash. Don't just rush into it. Don't just do it. Knight of Swords, actually, that's why we got the Gemini energy. Swords is air energy. Don't just rush into it. Think about these decisions, because right now you're still in pain and you're making a decision off of pain because that's what you have been feeding yourself, but you haven't actually shitted it out yet. You get what I'm saying? Because it has to go through the system. If you're feeding it to you, it's going to have to come out at some point. So let's not have it come out in ways that are self-sabotaging. Ashe? We have time to get your protection up, time to hydrate. Don't dry out your reservoir. Okay? So you have been... it's hard to it's like, how do I want to put this? You see a whole bunch of potholes, right? All in front of you, potholes, little thorns, and all this stuff. And you're like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a blindfold and I'm going to walk that way. Because that's essentially what you're doing by avoiding not being real. You can't get your protection up. You can't know where to maneuver, where to go if you're covering your eyes. If you're not allowing yourself to see, to be aware, to take it in, to work through it, to work in it, and to fix it, to heal it. And so that's drying you out. Because now you're exerting all your energy, you're continuously picking yourself up. Like, that's why I said, don't make these rash decisions and quitting your job. I'm hearing cussing people out just because it's secret that you have to deal with these emotions, not just in a way where you're lying to others and yourself. Okay? We have visions coming in. Time to tap in, meditate with me. Your community is your center for valuable resources. Okay? So I feel like you need to get in this moment, instead of trying to explore new things and new people, tap into what's around you. And that's why I also say with the covering your eyes, visions are coming in. You can't cover your eyes when it's time for those visions to come in, because that's also going to lead you to healing. That's also going to help you to recognize future triggers, if any. All these things. So with your community center for valuable resources, there are people that you can rely on, even if it's looking up like, okay, what free services do we have for therapy? I feel like your therapy also is going to like those crash rooms. You just really got to crash out in a way that allows your body to feel that release without your life feeling that release. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to just cut this off. I'm going to do this. It's like maybe your body just needs that physical release and that exertion. Okay? We have, you're treating your animals and their children like shit because you lack control and or self-worth. Go have fun and allow your life to be lived. Like I said, you need to experience life in a way that allows you to heal at the same time, not to avoid at the same time. Because when you avoid, it starts to, like I said, seep out. So, Sag, this heartbreak that you went through, this disappointment that you went through, it hurt you. And don't allow it to grow bigger. Don't allow it to fester. Get your protection up, and not in a way of protecting your ego, but in a way of letting your ego know, like, hey, this happened, this is what's done. So that way that can actually protect your ego. Your ego is your self-worth, how you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself when you enter a room and what it is. So they want you to still keep that, but not in a way that is false. Yeah? Okay. But that has been your reading. I love you. Love yourselves more. Hello, my Capricorns. I feel like, it's weird to say you guys need something a little soft. Something a little bit more easy. I feel like you guys have been a little stressed out lately. I mean, you want a massage? You want a massage? Spirit, alrighty, let's go on with Capricorn and then one almost. Oh, you guys have had some stifled laughter a little bit lately. You guys are really looking for something just really soft and easy and calm, almost like a lazy river type energy. We have excuses only satisfy the people making them. You're quite stagnant. I feel like you're kind of one of those people that be like, okay, after I finish this, then I'll give myself some food. And it's like you reward yourself with things that you need or deserve after you did something where you feel overworked. He's like, okay, I have to work, I have to do this in order to get blessed or accomplished or just be able to relax or things of this sort. Like I said, it's almost like rewarding yourself for that. It's like, you have a snack in between. What's going on with this? We have, you're treating your animals and their children like shit because you lack control or self-worth. I feel like, yeah, you really do need this break. You really need a vacation. Yours is a screaming vacation. You need some time. And I feel like you've been trying to make excuses. Like I said, maybe I'll do it then, or maybe I'll set it up that way. It's like, baby, no, 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 no. Which is crazy because you got promotion is coming your way. So this can be with a brand deal I'm hearing. This can be for a new club opportunity I'm hearing. This can be a promotion to VP. CFO, I'm hearing for some. Okay. This can be the head of the clinic. You're able to take it over. I'm hearing for some. A lot of big promotions, but what did I expect? Capricorn energy would be. But promotion is coming your way. And so don't make excuses to deny yourself of experiencing things that you are going to get either way that it goes. Okay? So don't treat what's around you and then be like, but I'll treat them better once I have it. Or I'll be around once, I got it situated. Or it kind of reminds me of, I call it St. Elmo's Fire, because anytime somebody says something like that, I think of St. Elmo's Fire. But it's where the dude was still cheating on his girlfriend and then his fiance, because they were going to get married. And then his friend was like, but aren't you guys about to get married? Like, I thought you would have been stopped this. Right? And the friend was like, no, no, no. Once I'm like a husband, I feel like that's when I'll do it, because that's going to be my wife. Like, that's when I'll be able to commit and be for real. It's like, honey, your character. Mm-mm. And so spirit is like, you have to start acting in that way now. You don't have to be rushed or panic. I'm also seeing that thing where people are going around like, I'm realizing I don't have to rush my nervous system, right? Because when we were kids, it's like, hurry up and cleaning. Gotta clean. And now, but it's like, hold on, I don't need to rush. I'm rushing while I wash my hair. But it's like, I can take my time. So you're really moving into this soft energy. Because you feel like once you take things slow, you don't possibly have control, or that things aren't moving. But I feel like that's the excuse that you make, and actually causes you to be stagnant, because now you're just standing in a place like this, and the spirit is like, look, let's just zip you around a little bit. Let's like exert the expunge the energy, get it out. Oh my God. Who wrote these? I did. We have get that leech off your back. They know your power, but for some reason you don't. For some reason you don't. I'm hearing once you get them off your back, your promotion is also going to be raised in the spiritual world. Yeah, there's an energy around you. It's like a succubus energy, and I'm not even one of those people for that. Like diving into that, but it's like, what is it called? Men succubus is succubi or something. It's that energy. It's draining. It's a leech energy, and I feel like that's also because I feel like you're trying to take control, and you're trying to take control, responsibility, and actions for other people, and that's also why you're like, okay, I'll reward myself after I take care of this. But you're taking care of things you don't need to, you know. But you're trying to control everything to show that you have it, when really the biggest control is realizing that you don't have control of everything. We have, I miss you, but you don't miss me. You don't long for the past. You can't change or live there. So, and that's right on next to the promotion and they get the leech. So yeah, it's like somebody got a hold on you. Somebody got a hold on you. And yeah, your spirit know it. Your spirit know it. And that's possibly why you're like, no, I can't. No, you can. You feel like you can't because that person's like, if you do that, I can't have this. If you do this, I can't say this. If you have that boundary, now I can't treat you like this. Oh, honey. And then you wind up treating yourself and your energy like that. Let's get your final cards. Yeah, they really, spirit is like, we really trying to upgrade you. Get this person because they trying to come with and they can sense it. We have, you are being watched over by your ancestors and protected in all ways, always. Know that you are guided, 444. Okay, this is right next to the excuses and the treating your animals like shit. That's right on top of it. So again, releasing that control, allowing things to be handled. We have protect your light by diving into your shadow. That's that realizing, why do I feel like I have to punish myself in order to be blessed? Why do I feel like I have to take on extra responsibilities and work in order to receive desires blessings or a reward. Why do I? It's just really coming into that own of recognizing maybe I have put the own chains on my feet and clapped my own wings, and I've been putting it on other people or allowing other people to be around so I can put it on them. Ashe. So protect your life by diving into your shadow. I always like to say, can't nobody tell my truth better than I can tell my truth, and can't nobody shame me for the truth that I live in. Ashe. Says you have reached your ascension and completed your level. Time to level up for your purpose. 999. Spirit is really, really wanting you. That's right under protect your light. They really want you to recognize you have ascended past this person, past this energy, past being in this position, past holding yourself back. It is your time. It is your time. Okay? So I love you. Love yourselves more, my baby. Until next time. Alrighty, Aquarius. Aquarians. Aquarii. You're gay. I love you. That nigga gay. Let's get into this. What does Spirit have for you whenever you're watching this? Aquarius is Sun, Moon, Rising, and the Venus. This is deja vu. You could be experiencing deja vu lately. This is crazy deja vu. Yeah. Let's get all your cards out. Okay. You know what's crazy is anytime I experience deja vu, it's because I just talked to you in Earth sign, or I deal with an Earth sign, or I just came back from Earth. I mean, outside. I came from outside. I'm so fucking sorry. You get me though. You get me. But we got tap into that Earth, embrace nature and all its energy, grounded, trust, no fear, root chakra work. Go outside. Hilarious. Be ready for abundance. Be ready for expansion. And so you could be experiencing that deja vu of feeling like I've been here before, or I've experienced this before. And instead of, I was going to be in an energy in a setting where it's going to be astrocartography is coming up. It's going to be in a place where your energy, I'm hearing your sound, your all-encompassing purpose is like a deja vu. It's like I've been here before, but you haven't, like at all. And so that's really coming in heavy for you, where it's like, but it's like something that the reason why it's going to feel kind of crazy is because you're like, you were hesitant on if you should do it. It was kind of what I'm hearing. It was a battle between you and the gods. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And so that's why you also got to tap into the earth, because it's like I can be grounded and rooted and know that abundance is all around. I'm not limited to it, or it doesn't have to look or be in a certain way in that energy. So you're really tapping into that. Thank you, Spirit. What are we picking up? Thank you. We got ring in the ears, life on the right, death on the left. Tap into that fire. And hilariously enough, when you add in that fire and that earth, you can create, what do they call it? Like clay, like the glass, creating it. It stabilizes it. Or I'm seeing like somebody welding in the fire and the earth coming together to create and stabilize something. Lava, the earth and fire coming out, and that also air coming out to stabilize something in you. So you're tapping into these things where you're recognizing, just because you feel like it's something where you're like, I don't know how this will work. And people are like, how does fire and earth work? I just gave you so many ways that fire and earth work. But you get what I'm saying? It's like Spirit is showing you that abundance is everywhere. It's not just one way of doing it. And when it really feels like this cannot go together, you are fucking Aquariuses. It is definitely going to go together when it feels like it shouldn't go together. So that's why it's pulling into this energy where it's like, you are not like everybody else. You're not supposed to be. Okay? Fire energy is sun energy, releasing energy, pushing and pulling your passions and living your purpose, your focus, your shine, being bold, being confident, that solar plexus energy, that living your purpose energy. So with this ringing in your ears, this is spiritual gifts. It is leading you. That's why I said it may seem like it doesn't go, but your body is going to resonate in it like deja vu, like I've been here before. I've felt this before, or I've tasted this before. And I was like, bitch, I ain't never had this cuisine before, but it tastes like home. Okay? We have you are walking the aligned guided path of self. Ashe. Confirmation work. Another one. Time to travel, take a vacay, a break, time for an experience. Okay? Like I said, spirit, you are wanting to move somewhere or taking an opportunity, something where you're shifting. And it's time for that. Or like I said, you're taking a travel, this astrocartography, you've never been in this place before, but you feel like it resonates. You are no longer escaping. You are no longer escaping from self. You're escaping the mode. You're escaping. I'm going to sound so fucking corny. The Matrix. You're escaping this bounds of what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You're tapping into that sun energy, which is, that grounded earth energy. It's more than just gas. It is something that is cultivated. Ashe. So we have educated beyond your intelligence, time to make a proper plan. They don't love or care about you. This is about your relationship. I feel like you have one way of what your relationship has been, or what you feel like it should be because of society, or what you feel like it should be because of your own trauma. You're not realizing you're living through your trauma through this person and it feels normal, but no. So educated beyond your intelligence, you have so many informations. You have so many thoughts and things about relationships romantically and how it looks and how it should be in the processes and whatever. But you have to actually put yourself in that moment presently. Because in these relationships, and I'm saying romantic, it could be platonic or familiar, but romantic is coming out heavy and strong, I say, where they don't love or care about you. I don't know where else to put it. And so now you try to philosophize and prophesy and illusionize and all that stuff to make it seem like they do, but no, you need to make a proper plan. And then making a proper plan is recognizing if this is going to be the change this is going to implement, this is what's truly happening in this relationship, this is the outcome. Because I feel like you're giving yourself a false outcome in this relationship, and the real outcome, the real true results, the real true energies that they don't care or love about you. Okay? But you are moving into something where it's going to feel like deja vu. Like, damn, I should have moved here sooner. I should have said this sooner. It's going to feel deja vu because it's going to feel like it's going to pull you in a way that I didn't think that this would work. I didn't think that this would happen. I didn't think that this would come into fruition. It does. And it did. And it's done. But I love you. Love yourselves more.